does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs will lick the swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads. Money over.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him. Made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to work his way down to the 16. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A bullet throw, but incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
Watching that, Marty!
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Sanchez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Sanchez now to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Deion Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Whoosh, and there he goes again. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw is Sanchez. He's going to let this one go deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Sanchez. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Switch! Here we go, check it out. Check it out. Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Sanchez. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Sanchez. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now it's Sanchez. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
He's going to get it running right. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Sanchez on 3rd and goal. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens. Because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but
it's a foot race past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Sanchez. And some room to work. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Line. And how will Sanchez respond after the pick 6? And Cook has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. The shotgun snap for Sanchez. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Sanchez on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's able to put it through. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Cleveland after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw here. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, twisting away. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Sanchez finding room to the 20. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he's got it up and through. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2, Sanchez. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gun!
Throwing again. Sanchez. And he comes back with one complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down, it's Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Sanchez throwing right, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like it.
And the ball was knocked out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Sanchez. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down is Sanchez. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
4 down. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. David Irving in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can offer.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Sheds off the tackle. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collected. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 30, 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Todd Gurley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point safely through. And that will get them one closer. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominator. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Sanchez. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Sanchez. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw, Sanchez. And the throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And they go bootleg with Sanchez. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win